How to make lemon pudding cakes. Let's get into it. In a pan, pour 1 cup of milk and a half a cup of heavy cream. Swirl the pan around just a little bit, just to mix everything together a little bit, and bring it to a simmer on the stove. Once your milk and cream start to simmer, take it off the heat. Now if you're going to be using real lemons, here's you would add the zest of your lemons. Of about 3 lemons. And once you have the zest in there, if you're using the zest, cover it with a towel and let it sit for about 15 minutes. Meanwhile, grab yourself a roasting pan and fold a dish towel in half and place 6 ramekins on top. I'm only making 3, but I'm still going to give you guys the whole recipe. Set this aside until we're ready to use it. If you guys use the zest of a lemon, you are going to set up a fine mesh strainer over a bowl and pour your mixture through the fine sieve, getting a rubber spatula or a spoon and pressing down on the lemon zest as much as possible to extract any of the liquid. And once that's done, you can throw away the lemon zest. We are done with it. If you did not use lemon zest, you can skip this part. Now in a medium to large size bowl, we are going to whisk together 3/4 cups of sugar, a 1/4 cup of flour, a 1/2 teaspoon of baking powder, and an 1/8 teaspoon of salt. Whisk together until everything's well combined. Okay, next we are going to separate 2 egg whites from the yolks. You want to put the yolks in your bowl and the whites in a separate small bowl. 1 egg from white, add your yolk to your flour mixture. And do it again for your second egg. Again, second yolk into your flour mixture. Now we're going to put this to the side for a second, and you might be wondering why I was trying to be so specific with those other eggs, and you're about to see in a minute why. Now you want to get a second medium to large size bowl, and we're going to do the opposite. You're going to crack your egg and put your whites into this bowl, and you can put your yolks into the smaller bowl. Whites in the bowl, yolk outside of the bowl. Do it again with your second egg. Second white here, second yolk here. Now your whites, put them aside till we're ready to use them. These leftovers, make scrambled eggs, use it for another recipe, whatever you'd like. We don't need these particular ones. Now in the bowl with your egg yolks and your flour, add 1/2 teaspoon of vanilla, add 1/2 cup of lemon juice. If you're using that 3 zested lemons, the 3 lemons should equal about 1/2 cup. Personally, in case you are wondering, I am using fresh lemon juice, but I don't personally like zest, which is why I'm not using it. And lastly, add your milk mixture. Whisk everything until well combined. Your mixture will be very runny like milk, so don't panic. Now putting your mixture to the side for a second, you want to grab your egg whites bowl and grab a blender. You want to whip these until they're nice and foamy. It should probably take like 30 seconds to a minute. Now when everything's nice and foamy, we are going to beat these on high for about 1 to 2 minutes until soft peaks forms, while we slowly add in 1/4 cup of sugar a little bit at a time. Again, we're doing this on high speed for about 1 to 2 minutes until soft peaks form. I will show you what it's supposed to look like. So as you can see, they're sort of soft and billowy and drippy, and they're not super stiff, but they're still nice and thick and creamy, and that's what you want. Now what you want to do is take about 1/4 of your egg whites and put it into your other mixture. You want to rub your spatula and just fold it gently like this until it's fully combined. Now just take the rest of your egg whites and pour it into your mixture, and again just gently fold it all. You want to fold it in gently so it doesn't destroy the fluffy egg whites we just created, because otherwise the end product will be flat. Just carefully mix it all in until everything's well combined and no lumps or clumps are there. When your batter is mixed together well, evenly divide it as much as possible between your ramekins. Fill it almost till full, but not till full. If your ramekins have this little space here, stop just underneath that line. Or maybe if you don't have that, maybe like this much. Now when that's done, you want to get like a cup or something and fill it with cold water. And carefully pour it on the outside of the ramekins, obviously inside of your pan. You want the cold water to go about 1/3 of the way up the ramekin. So maybe about like here, if you can see my finger. Just a little bit more than halfway. Now you want to carefully put this into your oven and bake it off at 325 degrees for about 50 to 55 minutes. After 50 to 55 minutes, take it out of the oven and let it rest in the pan with the water for 10 minutes before carefully removing them and putting them onto a cookie wire rack to cool down completely. Let everything cool down completely. And when you're ready, serve and enjoy.